right, shalom. Before I begin this video, first and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakadash. Also, as well, double honors to the apostles and those who great millstone. They continue to rule very well to this very day. There's continually feeding the flock through the Spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai. And also, as well, shalom to the hope elect, as well as continue to labor in this work, and also labor to show forth your diligence to make your calling and election sure. In faith, in truth and sincerity, and also in all charity. Before I begin, like always, man, I want to give, just all the praise to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai for this truth, man, for giving us his word, this special gift of faith, okay, to persevere in these times, all right, and also as well the faith to continue, when calamity hits, to continue to press forward, man, because in this truth, it's a mental game, all right, and the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai was gracious to us to give us this truth, man, and to distribute it to the other members of the hope elect, all right, but just to go ahead and hop into it, this is a news and prophecy, sit down, listen, just gonna go ahead and go into current events. If you've been paying attention to the news, right, you've been noticing a lot of things happening concerning prophecy. We've noticed, the food shortages, okay, that's happening around the world, okay. We've seen, rioting in the streets, okay. People getting riled up, over this whole Roe v. Wade, being overturned. Things are happening, man. And here it is. The men of the Lord are out still continuing to this very day to teach the word, man. And to warn the people. Everything that's happening right now today is pursuing on the prophecy, okay? It's pursuing on the prophecy and it's pursuing to the will of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, okay? Because this is all the Lord's doing, man. He's ready to lay the smack down on this man, all right, and his system, okay? And I'm talking about Esau Edom, all right, in which Esau or Edom is the true biblical nationality of the so-called white man, okay? But yeah, the Lord's getting ready to get down on this place, man. They're already talking about, like I said, food shortages, okay? We've been getting, different news outlets, concerning, potential blackouts during the summer. And hey, this is very well a possibility, man. This is why, because, the grid, the power grid, that supplies the power to America, all right, is vulnerable, man. Is vulnerable to any sort of attacks. Okay, so at any point, it can just go down, man. Whether it's a cyber attack, whether something fails, it's just be destroyed. Okay, and also as well, it's the spirit because, earlier, I saw I was flipping through, some of the channels on here, and I noticed they were doing advertisements for generators, okay? Now, there's no coincidence, man, because, nobody wasn't, advertising, generators or, having, what to do in the case of a blackout, okay? But now you see it in the media, right, concerning blackouts, man. All of a sudden, now you're starting to see, commercials about generators, okay? Commercials about, different, survival packs. You got different outlets that actually give you, certain foods, certain items, resources in times of emergency, all right? And there's a reason why that's happening, okay? The reason why that's happening is because they know something is about to take place, man. They know that danger is on the horizon, okay? And Esau, Edom, I would say some Edomites, that they're doing that, okay? The ones that's in the know, because the only ones that's not privy to these things that are going on is our people, man. Everybody around the world knows what's happening, but the only people that don't know what's going on and what's happening in today's time is our people, okay? Which are you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, which are the true Hebrew Israelites, all right? According to the Bible, according to prophecy and curses, man, all right? But I'm going to go ahead and hop into the precepts I got here. I have a few lined up, but like I said, man, all this is pursuing on the prophecy, man. These things have got to take place, man. Okay. Oh, and not only that, but also as well, you had this whole thing in concerning Buffalo, New York, and the shooting. Okay. But when you look at it, right, and you look at the whole situation, man, it's set up, man. Okay. Because right now, Christianity is being put in the forefront. Okay. Because now they're building a case to these different, individuals, which they've been set up. Okay. These different individuals that's committing these acts, shootings. Okay. And they link these people to Christianity. And they use they use that statement, as to just to build a case, man. Everything that's happening right now is not by coincidence, okay? Everything that's happening right now is all pre-planned, all right? That's why now it's going to be in a case to where, modern day Christianity is going to be put in the spotlight, man. They're going to be doing certain things, concerning that because of what happened, what happened in New York. Because why? Because it's garnering a response, okay? And that's how the elites or the hierarchs of Edom have been operating, okay? They've been operating in what you call, it's a statement called the Hegelian dialectic, okay? Now, if you look up the Hegelian dialectic, if you Google it, basically it's the statement that these higher-ups have been saying for years and years on end, man, all right? Which is what? Pressure from above and pressure from beneath, okay? To where there's a conclusion or an answer to what's going on, all right? And also as well, shalom to the Akim, in the comments, and shalom, y'all, shout out my thumb. But yeah, man, the Hegelian dialectic, all right? This is what the hierarchs of Edom have been operating under, okay? Again, pressure from above and pressure from beneath, all right? A thesis and an antithesis, okay? And then out of that comes a synopsis, all right? In other words, an answer, okay? And guess what? You're about to see the answer that they're going to come with, all right? And the answer is going to be the MOTB, all right? The C to the H to the I to the P, like the brothers been deeming, okay? But I'm going to go ahead and hop into the precepts. First, I want to grab Ezekiel chapter 4, and I want to start at let's see, slide. I'm going to start at verse 16, okay? And like I was mentioning earlier, man, is that these things are a build-up to prophecy, okay? Prophecy in the making, okay? Why? Because again, it's the time for this place to go down, all right? Now it's the time for Babylon the Great to be destroyed, man. And this is a perfect time for the Lord to raise hell in this place, man, okay? That's why now they've been talking about, different sightings, concerning the chariots, okay? And the chariots, they can't hide it anymore, man. Now they have to acknowledge the presence of the chariots, man. That's why they held this meeting concerning that, man. And they said that was the very first time that they have spoken about that openly, okay? But guess what? It was spoken about back during the time of Ronald Reagan, okay? Because if you remember, with Ronald Reagan, he made a statement saying that there was ever an unidentified force or alien force, all right, to make their way here or to arrive, will we not all stand together and fight against that force? And they know, all right, and they always know, man. But I'm going to go ahead and to the precepts of Ezekiel chapter 4, and this is verse 16. It says, moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight and with care, and they shall drink water by measure and with astonishment. Right. So that's why in the previous video that I put up, and basically other brothers put up the same information about Iran, because Iran now is moving forward towards having an electronic ID, okay, which we all know is the MOTB, man. All right, but they're implementing that system in Iran for the purpose of distributing food, okay, and like the title says in the video that I'm talking about, Kissinger made a statement, and this is documented, okay. Kissinger, which one of the higher-ups of Edom, he made a statement saying, if you can control the food, then you can control the people, okay? And that's what you're seeing right now. So the food is going to be regulated. Okay, it's going to be rationed out to people. All right, and guess what? Through that, it's going to come even more control. Okay, so and that's what it's about at the end of the day, man. All right, control. That's what they've always been aiming towards. Why? Because they're trying to be like the Most High, man. Okay, they're trying to be equal towards the Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, by having everything underneath, trying to have everything underneath their control. Okay, but not knowing that the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is controlling them. All right, for the purpose of prophecy. Okay, but like it says here, it says they shall eat bread by weight and with care, and they shall drink water by measure and with astonishment. All right. Now let me look up the word astonishment real quick in Hebrew. Bear with me for 1 second, Akeem. But yeah, so they're going to eat bread by weight and with care and water by measure, man. In other words, it's going to get to the point to where, people, they're going to be losing it in their time because these people are so used to eating, man. That's why America is known as the most obese nation on the planet Earth, man. Why? Because these people indulge in food, man. You got a term called foodies, all right? Think about that, man. You got people calling themselves foodies, man. All right, or foodies. Sorry, slightly. All right. You got another term called food porn. All right. Why you got a term called food porn? Why you got people calling themselves foodies? Because these people operate off food, man. And once that's taken away, it's gonna be all hell, man. All right. But this is the word astonishment. All right, in the Hebrew, okay. That word there is shamam. Let's say I believe it's one or shamam one. It's like it. I believe it's how you pronounce it, shamam one. Okay, which means horror. Okay, dismay, appallment. See, so these people are going to be appalled, right, at the fact that they have to eat bread and water by weight and measure. Okay, and they're going to be astonished, man. Okay, but so it says horror, dismay, appallment. Okay, stupefaction. All right, that's where you get the term stupefied. And astonishment. Okay, and yeah, I believe that's it on this word. So they're gonna be, partaking these things by measuring. Okay, and they're gonna be horrified at the fact that this is taking place, man. Okay, so I'm gonna read that again so I can get back to where I was. All right, so I'm gonna read it again from the top of verse 16. It says, "Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight and with care." And Jerusalem represents our people, okay? Because our people are going to feel it the most, okay? Because our people are especially our people, man. That's why our people are known as the biggest consumers on the planet Earth. All right, that includes food as well, man. Okay. And so they shall eat bread by weight and with care, and they shall drink water by measure and with astonishment. Right? When we look at that word astonishment, it means horror. Okay. Or appallment. Verse 17, it says that they may want bread and water and be astonished one with another. Okay, and consume away for their iniquity. Right, and these people are going to consume away. They're going to waste away for their iniquities, man. Okay, they're going to waste away for their wickedness. Okay, because now it's the time for the Lord to raise up. All right, and to bring down the hammer on these people, man, on Babylon the Great. Okay, now I'm gonna grab this next precept. All right, this is going to be Ezekiel chapter 5, and I'm gonna start at verse 16. Okay, it says, "When I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine." All right, and I'm gonna get the next scripture that backs this up. I'm gonna grab 2 Ezra 16, and I think I'm gonna start at verse 15. But it says here, it says, "When I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction, and which I will send to destroy you." So the Lord is sending these things, which in particular the famine, to destroy, man. Okay, that's the purpose of implementing famines. And if you see, right, around the world, actually, when you see through history, right, Shalom, and Yahweh Shalom Shai, Rakatah, to the elder, okay, but like I said here, right, the evil arrows of famine, right, and the Lord through history has always used the famine, all right, to send a message. Okay, you seen it during the time of during the time of the rulership of the Egyptians. Okay, and so on and so forth, man. All right, the Lord that's one of the weapons that the Lord used to humble people, man. Okay, and these people are going to be humbled in that day when the Lord fully brings forth famine. All right, because the famine is going to explain further in the scripture. The Lord is steadily increasing the famine day by day, man. Okay, so it says here, it says, which shall be for the destruction, in which I will send to destroy you, and I will increase the famine upon you, and will break your staff of bread, right? And that staff represents stability, okay? So the Lord is going to take away that stability of food, okay? You know, these people going and eating, you know, at these fast food restaurants continually, okay? DoorDash, man, all right? Uber Eats, you know, all of that, man. All that's going to be taken away from these people, man, okay? Them having the ability to go, you know, up to you know, any store or restaurant to order something. No, those days are going to be long gone, man. Okay. But it says here, it says, so will I send upon you famine and evil beasts. Can't forget that, man. All right, because the beasts are going to get down too. Okay. It says, and they shall bereave thee, and pestilence and blood shall pass through thee, and I will bring the sword upon thee. I, the Lord Yahweh Bashan Shai, have spoken. Okay, so this is the Lord's doing, man. The Lord has spoken, all right? He has declared that he's going to increase the famine, all right? It's going to be for the destruction and send evil beasts their way, man, okay? And not just, you know, regular beasts that you see, you know, each and every single day. No, these are going to be newly created beasts. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and grab it real quick. I'll slide it. Just to go ahead and get it. But bear with me for 1 second while I pull it up real quick. But, you know, like I said, you know, the Lord is increasing the famine, and he is bringing about these plagues, man. Okay? And they're not slack. All right? Okay. So, all right. So this is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 11. And let me start at verse... all this is good, but yeah, let me start at verse 17. Okay, this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 11, verse 17. Okay, it says, "For thy almighty hand that made the world of matter without form, wanted not means to send among them a multitude of bears, or fierce lions, or unknown wild beasts." All right, unknown wild beasts. So there's beasts that it's not even known. Okay, that the Lord's going to unleash on these people. Okay, so it says, or unknown wild beasts. Okay, and I see the brothers post the precepts on the comment board. We'll get them in just a little bit. But yeah, like I said, you know, reading on, it says, or unknown wild beasts full of rage, newly created. All right, newly created. Okay, these things are being created by our Lord Yahweh Bashan Shai, and they're about to be released. Okay, and they're going to bereave these people. All right. So it says here, it says, breathing out either a fiery vapor or filthy sense of scattered smoke, or shooting horrible sparkles out of their eyes. What does that mean by shooting horrible sparkles out of their eyes? All right, think about it. All right. That's talking about them shooting laser beams out of their eyes, man. You know, these things, people think that this is just some far-fetched idea that we just sat in the corner, you know, sat in a cave somewhere and came up with this. No, man. The Lord Yahweh Bashan Shai has newly created beasts, man. All right, beasts that we haven't even seen yet. Okay, that's going to be full of rage. Okay, and it says here they're going to be shooting out horrible sparkles out of their eyes. What's that? Laser beams, man. Okay, a fiery vapor. What's that? Fire breath, man. All right, or fiery breath. Okay. Yeah, verse 19 it says, "Whereof not only the harm might dispatch them at once, but also the terrible sight utterly destroys them." So even beholding the sight of these beasts are going to make these people faint, man. All right, and it's going to make their hearts fail. All right, give them heart attacks, man. Okay, these beasts are going to be dreadful, man. Okay, but we're in that time. Okay, now you know the Lord is bringing about His great wrath, man. Okay, and this is how He's doing it. Okay, so I'm going to go back to Ezekiel chapter 5, verse 17. It says, "So will I send upon you famine and evil beasts, and they shall bereave thee, and pestilence and blood shall pass through thee, and I will bring the sword. All right, can't get the sword, man. That's basically Jacob's trouble, man. When Jacob's trouble rolls around, all right, and we're at the doorsteps, man. Okay, so when Jacob's trouble arrives, man, all right, these people, our people are not gonna know what to do. That's why it's written in Jeremiah. I believe it's the 15th chapter. Let me see if I can get it real quick. Either Jeremiah 5 or Jeremiah 15. Let me see if I can get it. Okay. Yep, here it is. Yep, so I'm going to read it real quick. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 15. And this is at verse 1. It says, Then said the Lord Yahweh Bashem Shai unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be towards this people. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth. So even though Moses and Samuel stood before the Lord, yet the Lord's mind cannot be towards his people. And what the scripture is talking about 2/3 of our people. Okay? You know, the Lord, now, his mind can't be towards 2/3 of our people because they're gone, man. The scriptures say that they have fallen backwards and gone. All right? Or they are falling backwards and gone. It's like, but reading on in verse 2, it says, And it shall come to pass if they say unto thee, Whither shall we go forth? All right. Then thou shalt tell them, Thus saith the Lord, this is his will. Okay. This is his decree. It says, Such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity. All right. So these are things that are lined up for the majority of our people, man. Okay, this is what is going to cause the destruction of our people, and this is the will of Yahweh Bashem Shai. Okay, so this is at verse 3. All right, it says, And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Shai. All right, the sword to slay. All right, the dogs to tear, the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and to destroy. Okay, so the Lord is pointing over the majority of our people 4 kinds, man. Okay, the sword, the beast, all right, the fowls. Okay, the Lord's going to command all these things to destroy, man. Okay, there's another scripture in Sirach that says that these things were created for the vengeance of Yahweh Bashem Shai. All right. It says there'll be evil spirits created for vengeance, okay, or spirits created for vengeance, like it. But yeah, but let's see on Jeremiah 15. Go ahead and grab a few precepts here. These are 5 precepts, man. Hey, here it is right here. Yeah, one of the brothers got it. Yep, this is what I'm talking about, right here. Yep. So it's the book of Sirach, chapter 39, verse 28. Actually, I'm going to pull up right here. Bear with me 1 second. But yeah, man, these things are being prepared for the wicked, man. You know, and like I said earlier, you know, this is a just due, man. We've been waiting for feels like forever for these things to happen, and now it's happening right before our very eyes, man. Okay, the things that we've been proclaiming and publishing through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Shai is coming to pass, man. All right. So these are exciting times, man. You know, this is the time now to ramp up in the spirit, man. Okay. You know, we're long gone are the days where these things may look far off. You know, pursuing on to Habakkuk. All right. But now these visions are speaking, man. Okay, and they're speaking loud and clear, and that's why it says that they shall speak and not lie. Okay, so there it is, man. All right, but let me go ahead and read the precept that the brother posted. Okay, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 39, verse 28. All right, it says there be spirits that are created for vengeance. All right, these spirits are created for vengeance, man. All right, the vengeance of Yahweh Bashem Shai. Okay, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So the Lord created these things for the wicked, man. Okay? And they're set there to appease the wrath, all right, of Yahweh Bashem Shai. Okay? Because the wrath of Yahweh Bashem Shai is not stayed, man. And there's nothing that these people can do to stay his wrath, man. Okay, why? Because now we're entering into a stage of no return. Okay, there's no turning back from the direction that these people are going, man, and that this kingdom is going. Okay, this kingdom that you see right now is crumbling right before our very eyes, man. And call Allah Yahweh Shemel Shai that we're finally here, man. All right. Yeah. So reading on, it says, verse 29 says, "Fire and hail." Okay. Let's see that again. Yeah, I'll continue reading. Okay. So it says, "Fire and hail." All right. Yep. Fire and hail, and famine and death. All these were created for vengeance. All right. These things were created for the vengeance of Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. Okay. And they're going to perform, all right, the works, all right, concerning the judgment that's coming towards these people, man. Okay. And actually, I'm going to continue reading, right? It says, verse 30, it says, "Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction." Okay. Verse 31, it says, "They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth." Okay. So these spirits are ready, man. Okay. They are ready, and they're waiting on the commandment of Yahweh Shemel Shai right now, man. Okay. That's why now you're starting to see more and more things happen, because now the Lord is sending out his commandment to these specific spirits to go ahead and bring down judgment, man. Okay. But let's see. I'm gonna continue reading. All right. Actually, we start at verse 30 again. It says, "Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions and serpents and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction." All right. "They shall rejoice in his commandment." All right. They're not gonna think twice about fulfilling the commandment of Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. Okay. And it says, "And they shall be ready upon earth when need is." Okay. And now it's the time for that need to be fulfilled, man. Okay. Now it's the need for these spirits to go ahead and execute the commandment of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Okay. And it says, "And when their time has come," all right, now we're in that time, all right, "they shall not transgress his word." Okay. So, like I said, they're not going to think twice. All right. They're not going to hesitate. Okay. They're not going to, have a soft spot for these people. No, man. When these spirits are unleashed, okay, it's gonna. And like we continue saying, man, the time for talking is gonna be over. The Lord's gonna be doing. All right. He's gonna be put in action. Okay. And these spirits are gonna fulfill his commandments into the exact judgment, man. Okay. But I'm gonna go ahead and hop back. Okay. Check it real quick. And let me grab. Let's see. Asher Slakia. Yeah, some fire precepts, man. But yeah, we'll go ahead and grab this one right here. All right, so this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, and this is at verse 24. All right. It says, "The fierce anger of the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai shall not return until he have done it." See that? So the wrath of Yahweh Shemel Shai, his anger, is not going to return until he exacts his judgment, man. Okay? The Lord is not going to be satisfied until Babylon is completely turned to dust. Okay? So reading on, it says, "Until he have done it, and until he have performed the intents of his heart." All right? And these are the intents of his heart, man. Okay? The intents of his heart is to see Babylon destroyed, man. Okay? Because the Lord is a judge power, man. All right? And that's why the scriptures say he seeketh such to worship him. All right? And if that's not being fulfilled, something's wrong, man. Okay? And that's why the Lord now is putting in work, all right, to bring back his glory. Okay? All these things are for the purpose of glorifying Yahweh Shemel Shai. And he is indeed being glorified in the earth due to these things that are happening, man. And he's being glorified through us. Okay? Because we're promoting his word, man. All right? But reading on, right, it says, "Until you have performed the intents of his heart, in the latter days ye shall consider." All right. So when all these things start to happen, man, these people are going to be they're going to be seeking for answers, man. That's why Jeremiah, the 15th chapter, is written like that, because they're going to be looking for a solution to what's happening, man. Okay. And guess what? You know, and we going, man. You know, they're gonna go right to the enemy. All right, Esau, Edom. Okay, and just take wherever he gives them out of desperation. Okay, because it's gonna get to a point where our people are gonna be in desperation. All right, that's why these movies like the Book of Eli, these post-apocalyptic movies. All right, the state of the people, you know, and the mode that they're in when it comes to times of distress. All right, you know, when you don't have no food, you know, no resources. Okay, it's a dog eat dog world, man. Literally and figuratively. All right, but grab this next one here. Okay, actually, you know what? I had this on deck. Let me go ahead and grab it real quick. But this is what I was speaking about, right? In Ezekiel, the 5th chapter, it says, the Lord's going to send the evil arrows of famine. Now, I'm going to grab 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, okay? And I'm going to start at, let's see, slack. I'm going to start at verse 14, okay? So this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, and verse 14. It says, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. So these plagues are now being sent, and they're not going to return, man. Like I said earlier, right now we're at the point of no return. Okay, there's no turning back from what's about to take place, man. Okay, because the glory days of America is over, man. It's been long over. Okay, and it says it shall not return again until they come upon the earth. Right? It's at verse 15. It says the fire is kindled. Right, and that fire is still being kindled. Okay, and it says shall not be put out till they consume the foundation of the earth. That's why now you're hearing more and more missile talks, man. Okay, and you're seeing well, we're at the brink of war, man. All right, we're at the brink of World War III. Okay, and that's spoken about in the book of Revelation, man. All right, concerning World War III, we're here, man. Okay, so it's only a matter of time before Revelation chapter 13, verse 16 goes into full effect. Okay, because by seeing these things happening, you know, these nations gearing up for war, okay, you know, the missile technology is being further advanced. The reason why these things are taking place is because the Lord is about to start fulfilling the prophecies which are written, man. He's pushing these devils, all right, to further, you know, this technology, okay, in order to fulfill the scripture, man. And that's all it is at the end of the day. They're just fulfilling scripture, okay. But reading that verse 16 again. Uh, yep. Like as an arrow which is the shot of a mighty archer, return not backward. Even so, the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. All right. So these plagues which are spoken about within these scriptures are going to be sent, and they're not going to return. Man. Okay. They're going to fulfill the will of Yahweh Shai, and these plagues are not going to be subdued. Okay. By the wiles of this devil, you know, this man, okay? But these things are going to accomplish, all right, with 100% success, all right, to destroy these people and destroy this kingdom, man, okay? Um, yeah, so so that's it on that, all right? And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and grab this real quick off the comment board here, okay? Actually, this is a good one right here. Yep. So this book about Jeremiah chapter 50, and this is at verse 2. Okay. It says, declare ye among the nations and publish. And we're publishing this message. Okay. This message is from the creator, man. This message is from the highest power conceivable, man. Okay. This is a divine decree that we're publishing, man. Okay. So it says, declare ye among the nations and publish and set up a standard. Publish and conceal not. So that's why we're going hard body concerning prophecy, man. And this is what's lacking in these other camps, man. Okay, the fact concerning prophecy, okay, because you know Great Millstone started with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down. We continually publish prophecy, man. Why? Because we're in a time of prophecy, man. Okay, and the Lord is getting ready to bring things to a whole nother level. That's why the apostles and elders, you know, particularly Apostle Elder Tahar, coined this year as the year of Yahweh Shai turning up, man. And you see it. Okay, I think that should get it. Okay, Slack. I don't know. Yeah, man, Esau trying to mess with the live in right now. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna start from Slack. Let me get it. Okay. So this book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, and this is at verse 2. I'm going to read from the top again. It says, Declare ye among the nations and publish and set up a standard. Publish and conceal not. Say, Babylon is taken. Baal is confounded. Merodach is broken in pieces. Her idols are her images are broken. Her images are broken in pieces. For there cometh a nation, all right? For out of north there cometh a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. They shall remove, and they shall depart, both man and beast. Right. So for out of the north, there's going to come a nation against her, man. And that's why, actually, in the news, right? And I was watching the news earlier. Um, Russia as being the north. Okay, I believe this was on like a local news station, here in my state. But now they're coining Russia as the North, and that's the spirit because we've been saying for years on end that when the scriptures speak about the North country, all right, or the North, it's talking about Russia. And some scriptures where it speaks about the North, it's talking about Russia. Okay, but the thing is that the scriptures concerning Russia, and there's more, all right, concerning that. But the thing is that now, they're being pushed more and more, all right, into to the point to where they're just gonna press the button, man. All right, they already have missiles pointed at Finland, all right, and because of this whole thing, concerning Finland and Sweden, being, turning in their applications, okay, to be inducted in NATO, okay, and Russia's not having it, man, all right, and not only that, you got China, all right, surrounding Taiwan, all right. Now you have Biden, Sleepy Joe in South Korea, man. You know, for the sake of keeping a companionship, so to speak, or an alliance with them, man. Okay, because they understand that things are about to get ugly, man. So America right now is trying to secure their allies, man. Same thing with Russia. Russia is trying to secure his allies. All right, and that's what World War is about. Okay, World War is about one group of nations versus another group of nations. All right, that's why you had during the time of World War II, you had the Allied forces versus the Axis forces. Okay, two opposing forces, man. Two opposing conglomerate of nations going against each other. And that's what you're going to see again today, man. Okay, but the end result of this is going to be that America is going to get touched by this war, man. Okay, America is going to be overtaken by this war because America has never faced any sort of casualties whatsoever concerning war, man. That's why the scriptures say, actually, let me get it real quick. It's like while I get it. It says that the land of unwalled villages should be Ezekiel 38. And it's like, actually, I'm going to grab it real quick. So Ezekiel 38, I think I'm going to start from the top. But all of it's good, man. And actually, before I get that, let me go ahead and finish this precept that the brother posted. Jeremiah 50, I believe that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and grab it real quick. So it's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 38, and this is at verse 1. It says, The word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him, right? And Gog in the land of Magog, that's talking about Russia, okay? So the scriptures speak about Gog and Magog in this precept, all right? It's talking about Russia in general, man, okay? And it's going to expound upon it even further, okay? So it says, and say, thus saith the Lord power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth. And this is the Lord bringing them back to the power that they were during the time of the Soviets, man. All right, that power is never dissipated. All right, when you look at it, the Cold War never ended, man. Okay, there was never a winning a winning side out of the Cold War. Okay, it was just postponed, man. You know, and now that's being brought back into the forefront. Okay, now that same confrontation concerning Cold War is coming back, man. So that's why the scriptures say, it says, "I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws." Okay, and bring thee forth